Is reading about skull fractures breaking your skull? Don't worry, I got you. Let me explain.
Remember this mnemonic about skull fractures. Sue, a depressed fish, goes to a pond and joins a community. S for sutural or diastatic fracture, depressed for depressed fracture, F for fissure or linear fracture, G for gutter fracture, and P for pond or ping pong ball fracture, and C for comminuted fracture. These fracture types, fissure fracture happens when hit with a heavy weapon with broad striking surface. It is the most common type of skull fracture. Depressed fracture happens due to heavy weapon with narrow striking surface like a hammer. It is signature fracture, a fracture a la signature. Comminuted fracture is basically a complication of fissure fracture or depressed fracture. It is also called mosaic fracture or spiral fracture. Sutural or diastatic fracture is a fracture that runs along the sutural lines. It is more common in young adults and less common in elderly due to fused sutural lines. Pond or indented fracture is basically a type of depressed fracture in children which happens due to indentation into the skull. It is usually seen in obstetric forceps delivery due to compression on either sides of skull. Gutter fracture is caused due to oblique glancing bullets. There are three types in gutter fracture. Type 1, injury to outer table only. Type 2, injury to outer and inner tables. Type 3, keyhole defect, penetration over a small area. This important rule about skull fractures, which is Poppy's rule. A new fracture line will never cross previous fracture line. As you can see, this is the first fracture line and this is the second fracture line. It did not cross the first fracture line. Same with the third fracture line. It did not cross the first and second fracture line. With this, we can date the fracture accordingly.